How's it going, guys? Impact from here, coming at you with another box opening video. So I've been gone for a good little while. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff. Had a little PC issue, so that kind of kept me from making vids. But now I'm back in order, and what better thing to start a video with the new draft box that just came out, Giant Force. And of course, draft box are notorious for being really pricey and stuff like that. A lot of cards are always really good in them. But this one seems to be, this one is not the case actually, because if you check the prices for these cards right now, they're really cheap. The highest card that just went up this morning, I think, not even, it just went up, was the Demigra, the 5-drop Demigra, that it went up to like $40, and that's the highest it is. The second highest card I've seen is the 5-drop Bardock, which is $25, and then everything else is under $20. So if you guys are looking to get a playset of a specific card, the time is now. You never know with draft boxes. Depending on the ratios, things might go up again. Back to regular old draft box prices. But I'd say that if you are looking to get a playset of just one card, not even every card, do it now, because you never know when the price might just jump up. And we're just gonna get right into opening this box. As usual, we get a specific leader. There's 4 of them because this is meant for draft play. With what the hell? How many is this? 4. I don't know why it looked like more, but you get this Son Goku Revenge of the Great Ape. We get 4. They're all the same pretty much. Every draft box leader is the same. The only difference is the inherent color of the leader is different. This one's green. The first one was red, and I think the last one was red, and the first one was blue. But they all do the same thing. They're treated as red, blue, and yellow. And when this card attacks, draw a card. They're all the same because they're meant for draft box. They're meant to be really accessible to every card in this set. But then you get this paper, which doesn't matter. It just shows you how to play draft. We don't need that for now. And of course, we get rid of this cardboard, and we have our set of 24 packs as usual. There's a lot of really interesting cards in this. But again, there's nothing too good, nothing too broken, nothing like Ribrianne was or Obuni, nothing like that. Everything seems pretty solid and really well balanced, which is great, which I guess is why a lot of the prices are pretty cheap. And there's a lot of good comments in here, like some decent comments. Of course, what people are gonna be looking for in comments are the what do you call it? The anti-tapping stuff, like the Bergamo, or what was it called? I think it was the Bergamo. All those cards that make your opponent remove. And here we go. We have a really weird rare. I kind of like this. It looks a little weird. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's still foiling with a little gloss over it. I think it looks interesting. I don't know why. I heard people didn't like it that much, but honestly, I think it's a step up from what we had in this past set 11, which was common stuff. And I honestly like this. I think it looks good. But yeah, everybody's gonna be looking for those commons. Maybe foil. I don't think there's foil in this set from what I heard. Every common is just common, and then the rares are the only foils, and of course the SRs. But like I said, there's a lot of interesting stuff. They're common, and then another rare. And yeah, it does kind of look a little weird. I guess I can see why people think it looks kind of cheap. It does look like one of those cards you buy that are fake, like a sticker. It almost looks like you can just peel it and then, but it is what it is. Of course, if you're looking to make money on buying a draft box, what you want to pull is, like I said before, the 5-drop Demigra, the black Demigra. I think it goes really well in the dark Broly deck, and I think it works pretty well. It's a 5-drop, 30,000 beater. I think when it attacks, your opponent discards a card, and being able to play it off of Dark Broly's effect or the way the deck runs, I think it's able to play it pretty easily without Overwhelm. And speaking of which, here we go. I guess this is the money card for this set. And again, it's not that expensive. Relatively speaking, it's $40 from what I've seen. And as you can see, it's Overrealm for 5, you pay 2, or Dark Overrealm for 5 and you pay 2. When this card is played using Overrealm or Dark Overrealm, you draw a card, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and send it to its owner's board. So it's a pretty good removal there. And then when this card attacks, your opponent chooses one card in their hand and sends it to their warp. So it's good hand removal. Again, this has the same gloss that the rares have. I don't know if you can see that. Plus the silver foiling or the gold foiling that SRs are known for. It does look a little weird, honestly, but I still think it looks pretty good. And for a draft box product, I think they should look different than normal products, honestly. If they look cheaper, fine. As long as, you know, you can play the card, I don't think people should worry too much about specific foiling. This game is still relatively new. Let them experiment a bit, but I do agree that they tend to experiment way too much sometimes. And here we got our second SR, Hirudegarn Fantasmic Evolution. A lot of Hirudegarn support in this set. I think it's great. I really like the original build of it before, without running Storm. It was always interesting to me, but, I never did anything. I think it did once, like in a few tournaments for like a tiny bit. But now maybe you never know, somebody can make a really good deck with this. And here's our second SR. I'm not entirely sure what the ratios are. I don't know how many SRs you're guaranteed. And I don't remember what the SRs in the last draft boxes were either. And we have our giant force. I forgot, this is the specific rarity for this. Just like the angel rares was in Divine Multiverse, this is the giant feature rare, I guess is what it's called. We have our first one, Porunga Giant Force. Again, it has that weird gloss over it, and this one has a silver foiling over it. I'm not too sure which ones are good. I think the blue one are pretty good, and then we have a rare here. Like I said, I can't remember. I looked it up a while ago when they first were revealed, and then since then I've forgotten about it. And I just bought the box because who doesn't like opening packs? But let's get on with it. Trying not to make this video too long. And here we go. We have our King Piccolo rare, and again another Giant Force rare. If it's like last time, I'm assuming we only get 3 per box. And then we pulled back to back 4 cards. We have a Bergamo Giant Force, pretty good. So yeah, I guess they're called Giant Force rares. But yeah, like I stated at the beginning of this video, if you guys are looking for a specific playset of a specific card, right now is the time to buy. Everything is really cheap. And again, look, back to back. Our third Giant Force rare, which I'm assuming it's gonna be our last if it stands to like last time. But we have a Cell Giant Force. I'm not a fan of this Cell. It looks so dumb. It just has a big ass. It just looks so weird. I'm not a fan of that Cell. I like regular perfect Cell, with this nice jawline and everything. But yeah, there's some decent unisons in this that might change the meta a bit. I'm excited to see if anybody can make a good Bardock crew deck, because the Bardock crew never really got a chance. It never had a chance to shine or anything like that. So I'm excited to see if anybody can make a deck from that. Again, Hirudegarn, I might take a crack at that because I was a fan of the original deck, and now with this support, it might have a better chance of actually doing good. Got a Son Goku Power to Protect. So far we have 3 Giant Force cards and 2 SRs. So I'm assuming 3 more, because if I remember correctly, it was only 5 SRs per draft box. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. What are you guys excited about in this set? Are you guys looking for a specific card? And we have another SR. Yeah, you know what? This one looks like just a rare. This one's really hard to tell that it was an SR. Simply because the gold foiling on this one is really, really subtle. But yeah, you know what? I think I can see why people don't like this foiling. Honestly, I was on board with the other 2, but this one, yeah, this one's not that good. And we have more support for the yellow Gohan deck, the Skillless deck, and hopefully, again, a lot of hype for it when it first was revealed, but never ended up doing anything. So maybe with the support that can change. So far, the format, the meta for this whole, past set has been pretty diverse, but at the same time, the same thing has been winning, which is the Reboot Gohan. And Reboot Gohan is so boring to watch, so boring to play against. It's just they either win by second turn, or if you make it to your third turn, you might have a chance. And we have a rare, and then what do we have here? We have an SR. Huh. That's the first time we've pulled a rare and SR at the same pack. But yeah, counterattack, the leader card is yellow, and they get the attack. Then you must choose one card in your hand, discard it. If you do, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards to use a card and negates its kill for the turn. And not terrible, not bad. It's a good, decent SR, so that's our 5th one. But yeah, I am really happy with the way Bandai has been doing their webcam tournaments. They've, they gave people a lot of notice. They don't cap it right away. They let people sign up, and then, I guess they do it randomly, and they choose a number of people per tournament from those people that signed up for those specific ones. And I think it gives a lot of people a chance to enter the tournaments. They've been giving away a lot of good stuff, a lot of event packs, championship packs. The Meta Cooler was super expensive, and it dropped down not only because it has become more accessible since Bandai decided to run a bunch of more tournaments, but because other Unisons have come out that don't outshine it necessarily, but are just as good a replacement for it. So, then the only issue we've had is tournament packs, because usually tournament packs are really easy to come by. You go to your locals, you pay $5, and you get a tournament pack. And cards, because of that, have become really cheap because they're super accessible. But with quarantine and everything, a lot of locals, well, almost every local hasn't been running tournaments, so people don't get their tournament packs. They don't distribute them widely, so they're very scarce, and the prices for those cards skyrocket. Those cards should typically be around $5 to $10. The highest one we've seen is probably Turtles when they were really accessible. Turtles was the highest priced tournament pack card that we've seen in a while. And that was only like around $15, $20. And here we go. We have our last SR, I'm assuming. Other than the Migra, I think, and the Hirugan, not terrible, not a bad start. I do have one more box that I might open some other time. But yeah, like I was saying, tournament packs right now are really, really terrible. Hopefully, I'm hoping that they start throwing them in as participation prices for the events that they're having. And oh well, never mind, here's another SR. Like I said, I'm not really sure what the ratios are. So these are 6 SR. We have 3 Giant Force rares, so maybe we'll get more of those. But Toa, not bad. But yeah, hopefully they start throwing in tournament packs into the prize pool for these events, so that they get the cards out there, prices go down. The only people want to run Broly, but they can't get their hands on the tournament pack Broly because it's really good in the deck. It's not necessary, for sure, it's not, but it is extremely good. And without it, you are at a disadvantage, slight disadvantage, I will say, but people still want to run the deck. Rare. That looked like an SR to me, but like again, that glossy thing is really throwing me off. It wasn't at the beginning, but now it is. We're coming back to our last 2 packs now. Just gotta go here quickly. A rare, and we'll see what the ratios are at the end. Let's go quickly. And oh, another Giant Force card and a rare. So we get 4 Giant Force rares. And well, let's see what this is, because again, it might be something good. And SR, so there you go. So these are the ratios, I assume. We got our SRs, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 SRs. and 4 Giant Force rares. So all in all, not bad. I can't recall what the other ratios were. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we only got 3 of these special rarities in each previous draft box. 4 is it's a nice step up. I don't remember how many SRs. I think it was 5. So if it's 7 now, that's a really good ratio. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry again. I know I ramble a lot. It's hard for me to keep a specific train of thought on these videos. I always seem like they're kind of interesting to watch people open packs, but then you also want to hear somebody say something, because if you're just watching me open packs without me saying anything, it's kind of boring. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to listen to. Like if you guys want to listen to a specific thought that I have on certain of this set or next set, let me know. Let me know what cards you're excited for in this set in the comments below, and then I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching.